I've always been the kind of girl that hid my face, so afraid to tell the world what I've got to say. But I had this dream.
Today I'm going to do something a little bit different, something a little more informational. I know when I got started as a makeup artist, when I started to accumulate products, I was wondering, what the best way is to organize them. So I decided to do a kind of a collection video, but now I'm mostly going to focus on how I organize my makeup here at my home, but also what I use for personal use and what I use on my clients. And I'm not going to focus on like, here's my favorite bronzer, here's my favorite blush, this is how I organize my colors and my palettes. Instead of doing that, I want to make this kind of short, so I'm just going to go through it really quick, and then I'll do separate videos on how I do that, just so that you don't get bored if you're just looking at how you organize your makeup at home. Now, first of all, just a little disclaimer, I know that most people aren't going to have this much makeup, but do keep in mind that besides my website, I also own a makeup artistry company, a makeup artistry school, and a modeling agency. So the product that I have, besides the stuff that I use on myself, I actually use to make a living. So I do have more product than most people do. So we'll get right into it, and then if you have any questions, you can just put it in the comments. I have a little table set up next to my mirror, and to the right you'll see just a three-tiered shelf that you would put like on your desk at work, and that's just got my foundations, my HD foundations, my Lancome foundations, my setting spray, and then my foundation primers. And then you'll see I have a three-tiered little drawer there. So in the bottom is all of my eye primers, and then in the top shelf I just have all of my lashes, and this is stuff for personal use. Now I am also a jewelry junkie, so I have hangers on the wall with all of my jewelry, which I might need to get another one of those. So let's move over to the mirror. Here I have my personal lip glosses, and these are all just in a glass box that you would use for probably your office supplies, pens and pencils, and it's got 3 little openings to it. Over here I just have, this is just a file organizer, but I do have all my MAC palettes in here, and then my blush palettes, eyeshadow palettes, lip palettes, and these are for when I go to work. Obviously I'm not going to bring all my lip glosses, I'm going to bring a lip palette instead. That's going to save space in your kit. Okay, over here I just have another desk organizer, and this is just where I put miscellaneous little palettes for personal use, and then I have lip pencils, jumbo eye pencils, and then regular eye pencils right here. I always keep tape nearby just in case I need to clean up any fallout, or if I need a precise line on something. These are all my face brushes, and these are just kept in just a container. You can find any kind of glass container too to do the same thing. This is just another pencil organizer for, at an office, and I've got all my brushes separated out between like flat shader brushes, eyeliner brushes, and then these are going to be like dome-shaped brushes, and then I have my duo adhesive and my eyelash curler and sharpeners here. Over here I just have my beauty blender. You always want to keep one of these close by, and then I've also got some stuff for cleanup, some Q-tips. Up here I have, these are my personal palettes, and I only buy one of these every once in a while, and it's more of a collection thing. It's not, I don't use them really on my clients, and I think the newest one I got was the new Urban Decay Book of Shadows, and my boyfriend actually bought me that for Christmas. Okay, down in here I do have just another organizer. This is where I keep all of my bronzers. So I have mostly MAC and then some Bobbi Brown bronzers in there. Of course you want to keep your cotton balls nearby. Okay, next to my mirror I do have a 5-shelf unit. I just got it at Walmart. It's pretty cheap. And then on the top of it, this is where I keep all my lipsticks. Most of this is for personal use because, like I said, I use a lip palette when I go to work. So I do have them all organized in here. And these I got at Sheridan.com. And then some more lip glosses, just the shorter ones that fit in this container. I do have a 3-tiered shelving unit on the top of this one. In the top drawer is single eyeshadows that I haven't depotted. I do have some skincare in the second drawer. The third drawer is mostly concealers. Okay, in the top drawer of the big unit, I have all my NYX eyeshadows, and these of course are for personal use because it wouldn't be economical to bring them all to work with me. The second drawer down, I do have sample pots of MAC pigments, and the reason I do that is because it's easier to bring the sample pots with to work rather than the full-size ones. And then I also have gel eyeliners in this drawer, and then in the back I have all of my highlighters, so my MAC Skin Finishes, my Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks, my NARS highlighters, and things like that. On the right side, I do have another of the long containers that I keep all my blushes in, and I do have mostly Tarte and a whole lot of NARS in there. NARS, you know, does make the leading blushes right now, so I do have a large collection of NARS blushes. Okay, in the third drawer down, I have my full-size MAC pigments right there, and then I have some more face primers, and then on this side, this is what I bring to work with me. These are all of my HD foundations, and I have pretty much what I do is I keep every other shade so that I can mix when I go work with clients. And then I also have the matte velvet foundations over here, and then these are going to be just like sparkly eyeliners. In the way back, as you can see, I have all of my powders, which I do bring the multi-loose powders with me to work. The regular powders, those are just for my personal use. Okay, so when I go to work, this is the first bag that I bring. This is a train case from Makeup Forever. This one they just came out with, and I've had it for probably about 6 months now. And this thing is top of the line, and it's probably the best train case that I've had. And the drawers just slide out, and you've got a lot of room for everything in there. And this thing is really sturdy, so I put everything that I take with me to work that could be breakable or messy, such as pigments, foundations, and my palettes, of course. And of course, I don't bring all this makeup to work. I try to compress everything by bringing palettes and just my foundations and stuff like that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's how I organize all of my makeup, and that's also how I organize it here and when I go to work. So I hope this was really informational. If you have any questions on like where I got the organizers and stuff, I will put a link to my blog below, and I'll try to list, you know, where I got them and approximately how much they are, and pictures and things like that. If you do have any questions though, just leave it in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thanks.
I've always been the kind of girl that hid my face, so afraid to tell the world what I've got to say.